5-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Duggan will look to throw this. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert on first down now. He finds his target, Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Duggan now to throw. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Duggan to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Duggan. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 2nd and 10. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now a design run with Jefferson. Nice footwork at the 25. And now off to the races down the right side. Justin Jefferson. He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And the Raiders have got him. And a Tommy Adebawore showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Herbert now, and his throw is incomplete.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5-9, 5-9. Baylor tight.
Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Duggan. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Duggan looking to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. To throw is Duggan. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Catholic. Hey, go Lion. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's over the line, and for a Raider touchdown. Max Duggan scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 23, Chargers 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that trims the lead down to 9. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they're going to speed things up here.
And now an audible here into something else.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down.
Dugan, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Dugan. And this one is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Home troops right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Let's go, let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Jacobs. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go orange, 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 orange. Set.
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
5-9, 5-9. Set.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Now the Raiders
Chargers have got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Hey, Kappa. Really?
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
Hey, go lion.
But it's 4th down.
59. Hey, Ray. Go.
They snap it to Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hey, ram.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. It's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Spiller is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll slither by. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Mixon running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. 12.
Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Ready.
Throwing, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll run here with Jefferson.
There he goes, right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. We'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly